Good morning. Today is Thursday, May 7th, 2026, and you're watching Breakfast Stream.
The poll has ended. The winner is RGB.
This is a really weird poll. This is basically like screen or print. We have had weirder polls. That's true. That's true. In the grand scheme of things, this is actually pretty normal. 2/3 of you voted for RGB. Kind of surprised it's not higher. How many of y'all know the feeling of designing a document, a design, and then pressing that magic button to move it into CMYK, and then being like, the colors. Now the colors are different. Anyway. It's fine. The colors, Duke. The colors! How old's that commercial? 30 years? Probably 30 years. Because that was, what do you call it? This was a popsicle, right? That was what it was for? It was a commercial for a popsicle? Oh yeah, I'm colorblind, kid. And that dog's name is Duke. Isn't Duke also the name of the dog that has the bean recipe? Is this... Hold on. Is this the same dog? Radio Dread. What? Sorry, I have to give some context for international viewers. International and younger viewers. There was a commercial... I'm talking about two different commercials at this point. There was a commercial in the mid-90s for a popsicle, and in the commercial, there's a boy who eats the popsicle and then has a hallucinogenic experience, and is trying to explain to his dog the high that he received from licking this popsicle. And he is just telling the dog, I'm seeing so many colors. That's it. And the dog's like, I don't know what you're talking about. So that's the popsicle commercial. And then there is a separate series of commercials, long-running series of commercials, about baked beans. And in the commercial for the baked beans, the owner is like, the only people that know the secret recipe are me and my dog will never tell you. And then we always cut to a scene of the dog selling the recipe. But they're both named Duke. The dogs in both commercials are named Duke. The Bush's baked beans commercials are actually pretty good. They're pretty good. Seeing a dog try to, like, get rid of a recipe is very fun. There he is, Jay Bush and Duke. This particular screenshot is not indicative of the dog selling the recipe, but trust me, the dog sells the recipe. Like, there's a bunch of different commercials. In like one, he's like an auctioneer trying to sell the recipe, and then another one, I think he's like in a back alley in a trench coat. I might be imagining that one. I don't know. Anyway, so commercials are great. America does not have the gold medal when it comes to weird commercials. I've seen things from other countries and they're wild. I mean, Japan, like, Lord, they're in a different place compared to everyone else. But even other countries have like some really weird commercials. That's true. Jazz says commercials have to be 5 seconds now. Yeah, I mean, there are pre-rolls where you're forced to watch something longer. But for the most part, yeah, commercials do have to be very, very short. They have to grasp your attention and, like, beg you, please don't press skip. Anyway, I'll be up here in a minute. I'm going to read some of these alerts. We got 46 months from Nessa Zorro. 40 months from Stalker Mike. Darvicus gifted a sub to Jam Cop. 66 months from Space Cat Zero. 75 from Jackson Lee Gaming. 70 months from Evar. 61 from Master Wabbit. 76 from Jacket K. 77 from Kianthia. 66 from Devstets. 28 from Taylor Grovehorn. 48 from Mrs. Mayhem 310. That is a 4. And then swap the 4 and the 8 to become an 84. Darkness Bride hit 84. That's a 7. Congrats. Yeah, think about that. Also, keep clapping. 24 from Colin Mack. That's a 2. Excellent.
Invented above a Paradox Cathedral, Tiny Eddie's Nutty Toast and probably Tangerine Shavings.
From the makers of putting a word in quotes comes probably hyphen word. 1,000 Bits of Darvicus says, it's a week until I finally get a week-long vacation from work. Tiny Eddie, give me something to tide me over for the week to come. Please let it be edible. Is that too much to hope for? Nutty Toast. Okay. And probably Tangerine Shavings. We're not entirely sure they're tangerine. It looks like it. It's orange. What are you complaining about? Also, Nutty Citrus Toast could be fine. I mean, there's citrus jams.
Marmalade?
Yeah, that's the word. We have an entire... How ridiculous is the English language that we have an entire word for citrus jams? How wild is that? Also, good morning.
Good morning.
Anyway, I hope everyone has, nice little something to eat. Yeah, that one's for you. I brought you one.
Thank you. We can share the monkey bread later.
Oh my god, I forgot there was monkey bread. Hey. Cheers. I made monkey bread last night. And man, that was good. I'm really glad I didn't cover it in maple syrup.
I didn't know there were other kinds. I've only ever had it this way.
So, a while back, a few weeks ago, Mao bought, whatever you call it, canned bread, in order to make monkey bread. And we just never got around to it because it just, fell through the cracks. Not literally, metaphorically. And
There was never a great time to eat that much sugar since I bought it.
Chad's thinking, false. So it just kind of sat around, and then last night you were going to make cake pops.
Because I had cake pops from the strawberry cake. I just needed to dip them in chocolate.
And my brain fired a single synapse and was like, wait, we still have all that stuff for the monkey bread. You should probably just make the monkey bread and get that done.
Because the cake pops are frozen.
So she did. And man, monkey bread is very good. And when it was done and Mal was serving it, she was like, do you want maple syrup on it? Because we had the maple syrup out. People were putting maple syrup on theirs. And I was like, no, I don't think so. And that was a good call because that stuff was already so sweet.
People are confused by canned bread. Like the cinnamon roll bread kind, but not cinnamon rolls. Like biscuits or croissants.
Yeah, the kind
that kind.
The kind that comes in the tube that scares you. Because it explodes at you.
That's what it looks like.
Uh-huh.
You basically take that canned bread, canned dough, and you cut it into squares and roll it into little balls and then coat it in
cinnamon sugar?
Essentially. The one I used crescent roll dough.
Yeah.
And there was butter, cooked vanilla pudding powder, like the vanilla pudding powder, but not the instant kind, the cooked kind. Cinnamon sugar. It was supposed to be brown sugar, but we were out, so we did white sugar and molasses to make brown sugar. And then there's something else. There's a little bit of milk. So you like cook all of those things, and then you put it with the balled up dough, and then you cook it.
It was really good, and there is still a little bit left. Yeah, it's. I mean, I don't want to say it's easy to make, but my understanding, because you're the one that made it, but my understanding is it's very easy to make, and this is a good little snack. Sounds like a recipe for diabetes. It is. It is. But shared amongst friends, so you don't eat the whole thing yourself. It's okay. We had some people over last night watching Josh play Mother 3, so we had people to pawn it off on. So you all get well, we all get less than we would get if one person ate all of it. So, you know. You gotta think about that. We got 500 bits of Jet Chat says, so I felt great about that Wisconsin interview on Friday, with good reason. I have another interview with them this afternoon. If I get it, it'll be quite the start with all the national attention animal welfare in Wisconsin has been getting lately. But I shouldn't scoop the litter before there's any poop.
There was something with animal testing in beagles in Wisconsin.
Okay. Yeah, I missed the news thing there.
It's very sad.
It sounds sad. I don't need to know any additional information.
You don't want to.
And I've heard enough to be like, that sounds sad. Well, good luck and good vibes. It's good to feel good about an interview. And it's even better to have a follow-up. So, I hope that things go well. And that's this afternoon, so that's pretty soon. Let's see, we got 83 months from Anorak Dovahkiin. Hey! And also 300 bits. It says, good morning. Some good vibes to pass around. I passed my 8-hour residential builder's licensing test on Tuesday. There are a couple administrative hoops to jump to get the piece of paper in my hand, but the hardest part of that process is done and behind me.
Awesome.
Very, very cool. Very, very cool. Congrats. That's awesome. You're gonna build a thing and be legally allowed to do so. That part's kind of that's the most relevant thing here. Very, very nice. I do love it whenever people chime in with like an accomplishment they've done recently. I love that. I love hearing about people, like, you know, passing a particular test or exam or getting a licensure or passing the bar, whatever it is they're doing. Oh, hi, Subby. It's always nice to celebrate with people. We had 84 months, Tier 3, Spin and Trap. That is a clap, and it's a subby, and also the message simply is grapes. Are the grapes still on the show? Oh, they're just like right out of view. They're not viewable on camera, but there's grapes that have been sitting right behind us forever.
No.
You decided your arms were too short for that.
I didn't decide, they just are.
Did you make a decision about your arm length?
I reached for it and I couldn't even touch them, so I said, forget that.
Try to reach for a game over there. Looks like your arms are longer than mine.
Try to reach for the grapes. Yeah, I can't reach them either.
Anyway, so...
Monkey bread.
Well, I was going to say, yesterday, something happened.
What?
With Miyamoto.
Oh, that. Okay.
That thing. So here's what I'm going to say. Because it was so sudden, and I guarantee you there's people that still don't know, I'm just going to say, last night, with no warning, literally no warning, Nintendo dropped a 15-minute Star Fox Direct. So if you haven't seen it, I just wanted to let you know that it exists, because I guarantee you, they gave us 15, I think it was like 10 minutes. I'm just letting you know because it's been like however many hours.
Less than 12. Over 12.
It was 3 Pacific, so it was 6. Yeah, it's been 15 hours since it, came out. And I guarantee there's some people here that don't even know that there was a Direct yesterday, which is a completely reasonable thing because they didn't announce it at all, except for 15 minutes prior. So I'm just going to say that I watched it. And you can see my reactions when the video comes out in 40 minutes, because I have it scheduled. And that'll also give people an opportunity to see it for themselves and watch it. So I don't really plan on talking about it. Might talk about it a little bit, like briefly tomorrow night on stream. But you can check it out. And if you didn't know about this, now you know. Also, I know that I've complained in the past about Nintendo doing directs during breakfast stream. This was worse, Nintendo. Having no notice is worse. Just release the directs during breakfast stream. If that's my options, I'd rather you just do them now. Anyway, where's Robert? Robert, send Miyamoto a message and tell him I've got to make a decision here. Anyway. You know what else happened yesterday?
Huh.
It might have happened before yesterday, but yesterday was when you told me about it. There was another company that released another design.
What did I tell you? I don't remember.
I'm seeing that. Also, I'm now hoping that it was an official thing and not just a thing you saw on the internet. The Lego...
I'm pretty sure it's an official thing.
Okay.
I didn't, research it because I feel like I was looking at an official source, but now I don't remember.
Oh, no. I mean, regardless of whether it was official or not, it certainly was cool looking. Even I agreed it was cool.
Let me find out.
And you know how I feel about bike. It's right, yes! The Lego bike! It's official! Okay. I don't know if we can find a photo.
Oh, is it out? Oh, it's on pre-order.
How many pieces is it?
June 1st. Over 1,000. 10, 15.
$130. It's not super, super awful for a Lego set of that size. We walked into a Lego store the other day, because we were at the mall for some other thing. There it is. Oh, with transparency. Was not expecting transparency. I want to make sure people can see it. Oh, it comes with a little stand. I guess that you need that or it would fall over. Anyway, yeah, they made a Lego bike, a Venn diagram of some of Mallory's interests. So
How big is the whole thing?
that's a great question.
Let's find out.
It must be somewhat small. Mr. Deathkill says, the site says the set measures over 14 inches high, 23.5 inches long, and 7.5 inches wide. Okay.
A gift idea for cyclists. No.
I'm tepid. Can you ride it? I mean, I can't. I certainly can't.
Oh, does it move? Oh. It must move. Why wouldn't it move?
I mean, they certainly have applied some motion blur there to indicate. Yeah, it looks like it does move. Of course it moves, right? Yeah. Like, they have engineers on this. Yeah. I saw someone speculate that the price was $200. The price is $130, which is not terribly unreasonable.
No.
I was saying we went to a Lego store the other day, and inside the Lego store they had the Charizard Blastoise Venusaur set.
Yeah.
That is unreasonable. That Lego set cost $650. And, like, it's big. But, like, what in God's name? Why? Like, they got, like, the sets where it's like, you can build the Titanic. And it's, like, a lot of money. And I'm like, alright, well, you're building the Titanic. I think it's a Pokemon Tex. I think it's a Pokemon Tex.
A friend of mine's building the EV one right now.
And, like, the EV is, like, $60 or something. I don't know. And, like, that's fine. Renee says, my Ghostbuster Firehouse is pretty pricey. Yeah, but that's like a whole... You got, like, a whole little playset thing going on? I don't know. I think I feel a little weird about the Pokemon one because, like... If you've ever walked into a... I have no idea what these stores are called. I'm going to say a weeb store. If you've ever walked into a weeb store, they have, like, these big figurine things that exist, right? I don't know what they're called. You know what I mean. They have these big figurine things that exist, and I've seen the ones with the Pokemon and stuff, and they're really cool, and they're obviously, like, more detailed than the Lego set. And, like, they're not as expensive as just...
Some of them can be.
I mean, it's true. Listen, I've seen some stuff. That store is not, like, my world, but that world is adjacent to my world, especially in Japan, so I have walked through some figurine stuff with varying amounts of size and cleavage, and it's just been a really weird experience for me. But I've learned a lot just in passing, and some of it was prices. Some of that stuff does get really expensive. Anyway, in conclusion, I don't think that the Pokemon set should cost almost $700 with tax.
A lot of the new Lego sets go on Costco. Let's see if it's on Costco. Not Pokemon, the big one.
Coffee.
So much cleavage for such tiny spines. Yeah.
You can get the Pikachu and Eevee bundle at Costco.
Oh, they come in a bundle.
At Costco.
I didn't like the Pikachu one I saw. The Pikachu one has, like, they wanted to do some electric things, and I'm like, I don't like it. Like, let my boy be just as he is. Don't, it kind of looks like he's got, I don't know, tendrils. I want my Pikachu with no tendrils.
The lightning?
Let me see it. Yeah, I don't like it. I know it looks like he's in action, like he's sprinting forward. But I don't.
The Eevee is cute.
The Eevee's fine because it's just standing there. Pikathulu. The Venusaur's missing the peg leg. It's true. But fortunately, it's Lego, so you can just substitute your own. Now, okay, that would be fun, is if you had the Pokemon set, but you made alterations, so every Pokemon was just like a little off. I mean, no one's stopping you from, like, taking Blastoise's head and throwing it on Venusaur's body.
There's
a Pokemon episode about that.
The bike one, painting it gray, and then painting the Canyon logo on it.
Painting the Legos?
Painting the red Legos gray.
You know what would be easier?
Doing Pick-a-Brick?
Just replacing the red Legos with...
Yeah, but I don't know how many there are, how much that would cost.
That's true.
I could price it.
That's true. My understanding is that that's not particularly cheap.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. And also, from what I've seen of the bike, a lot of it is red.
Yeah,
so you probably need a lot of them. Mm-hmm. Yeah. How would you even go about doing that? You'd have to first acquire the set.
Yes.
And then you'd have to go through and make a note of what size every red brick is.
Because they all have numbers.
And then you'd have to... Do you order them? Do you have to go to a store?
There's a site that you can just put in an order.
Okay.
Yeah, Bricklink.
Okay. Yeah, Renee says that seems like a lot of work. I mean, yeah, but I guess in my mind, I'm like, that feels like it would look better than just painting the bricks.
I could just paint the Canyon logo itself on it.
You should get like a vinyl sticker made. Yeah. All right. I'm not deep into the Lego world. I have some Lego sets, several courtesy of Renee and her family.
You have one to put together.
Yeah. I like Legos, and I liked Legos as a kid, but, like, there are some people that, like, they were like, Legos. I've seen pictures online of people who are like, they have bookcases like I do, but instead of video games on it, it's like Lego sets. Which is neat. That's just not my... It didn't become my fixation, obviously, but I do like Legos. GA Studio says, my wife and I are in too deep. And Legos in real time stream, please. We did... little update. Me getting people excited about root beer. The tabletop room did get cleaned out of cardboard. Mm-hmm. We were trying to do that, and we did that. Unfortunately, it is now full of artwork, because we're getting ready, like, probably...
I'm planning a week from now.
Like, in a week, we're going to be painting the foyer. So the foyer's got to get painted, and then all of the artwork needs to be, like, hung up. Mm-hmm. And then once that's hung up, the tabletop room is finally empty of things. And then I've set up the tabletop's room, and we can not only produce some videos that we wanted to produce, but then also put together Legos. Yeah. So that's not, we're getting there. Things are happening, though. Like, look...
Look at all these N64 covers.
I know. I did.
Doesn't it look good?
It does. My apologies to everyone for several years who their brains have just been going every time they saw like several missing spines. I've been getting that done. I've been printing a few NES ones for the ones that I have manuals for, just so the manuals can go with the games in the cases and I don't have to think about it again. And my next big venture is working on Game Boy, and also, there's clearly a bunch of Super Nintendo stuff to do, so. And me and Chaz have been working together on shelf control stuff. Chaz is the one that's taken control of all the hard things. And he got a lot done the other day, and he showed me. I was like, oh my god, you did it. It's really exciting. Oh, I should use this opportunity to announce the next shelf control stream. I already put it on the schedule. Because I'm trying to, he's taken shelf control. May 23rd is the next shelf control stream. It is on the Twitch schedule because I'm trying to utilize that a little bit more. But that's the next one. And I'm excited for folks to see it. Partially because there's some things that are shiny and new with it. It's great. It's going to be great. Were you curious when that was?
Yeah. Curious what else was going on.
It's a Saturday.
I know that.
It's a Saturday. I'm also hoping, fingers crossed, there will be, actually I can say this already with certainty, there will be new games available to play that weren't available before.
Because you've bought some games.
Oh, I mean, I guess, yeah, that too. I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking about the fact that, digital will be readable. But yes, there is... Not a month goes by that a new video game does not enter into the house. I almost said not a week.
Whole day in hell when that happens.
I almost said not a week goes by, but that's not true, and thank God it's not. Hey, we bought board games also. We got a board.
We did.
We get a board.
We each bought a board game.
We bought a board game. Mm-hmm. We went to the board game store. We dragged your mom to the board game store.
We did take her to the board game store.
We were up in Durham because we were.
We went to Duke Gardens.
That's right. We went to the Duke Gardens, which your mom loved, and then we're like, let's take you to another place you will absolutely love. Hello, fellow physical media collector. How do you do? So we went. There's a store up in Durham called Atomic, and Atomic is basically the board game store for the Triangle area. And Mao was looking for a Lord of the Rings
cooperative trick-taking game.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what all that means yet, but apparently it's I've heard
some good things.
Yeah, Mao's heard good things.
You get one of the fellowship members as your character, and they each have a role, and then one of their roles is to take the fewest tricks, and then there's the game that happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited about that. That sounds fun. So they had one copy, so we got that, and then I decided to finally pick up after all these years Dominion. I've always heard amazing things about Dominion. It's kind of like the granddaddy of deck building games. And I was like, I'm just going to pick up Dominion and finally play it. They also had the Binding of Isaac box set thing, which I've heard good things about that too. But that is really expensive, so I got Dominion instead.
There was another game I wanted that they didn't have. They only had the expansion stuff in. We ordered it. It's showing up today.
Oh, yeah, Everdell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Everdell is also apparently very good. Can you tell that we're excited to get the tabletop area set up again? That's fun.
I was talking to Chaz about the games, and he's like, I have a game that I've wanted to play since before we moved.
Oh, what was that?
I don't remember the name of it, but I was like, we could play that Monday in the day when I'm doing nothing.
Okay. Yeah. I like board games. I feel like I haven't played a ton of them.
Well, I just played one
Lately.
with some bike people, and I enjoyed it a lot. We learned Agricola with one of them.
Yes.
Because he had played it before. And then I went to a board game bar and played Brink? It's a space thing. And you, like, flip tiles. And they're all hexagons. It was very fun.
Yeah, I don't,
No, not Clank. Pretty sure it started with a B.
I don't know about it. Are you going to invite your friends to play tabletop? Do Alex and Haley still exist? I'm not sure if they still exist, but yes, I like having people over to play tabletop games. We saw Alex and Haley 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they came over to eat cake.
Yeah.
I had not seen either of them for many months before that. But I did see them when we were like, there's cake over here, and they were like, what's that? And then they showed up. I guess we either need to have more cakes or just lie about cakes. They'll probably catch on if we keep lying about cake. Also, Chaz will
The game was Brink.
be very upset. Brink.
Explore space, trade with rivals, bring prestige to your faction.
Fun. I should read more of these things. We had 42 months from Risen One, 61 from GA Studios. 350 bits from Gadzooks, who says, have a strange sports name on this nice Thursday. 19th century baseball player Bill Goodenough. He played one season and batted 161, so his name should have been Bill Mediocre. It sounds like he was truly... Well, I guess he wasn't really good enough. Maybe his middle name was Almost. Bill Almost Goodenough. 300 bits from Evar says, hi y'all. A lot happened to me the past 4 months. I've gotten burnout from my role as caretaker for my dad and grandmother, and my contract at my former job wasn't extended. They said it didn't have anything to do with me being burned out. But anyway, I got called for a position at the company where I did my internship 5 years ago, and since April 20th, I've been QA inspector for one of the world's leading companies in manufacturing plastic piping systems and solutions for construction and infrastructure. Cool.
Glad something came through.
Yeah. Also, and I know
Caretaking burnouts
a
lot.
I was going to say, I know we've talked about that before, but yeah, it's very real, and it doesn't matter how badly you want to do the thing. There's just like physical and mental limits of caretaking.
Hungry.
My stomach was saying, speaking of caretaking, take care of me and put in a biscuit.
Put in monkey bread.
Where is the biscuits? Anyway, Ivar, good vibes. I'm glad that something did come through, and I hope that the situation with caretaking has a good, healthy path forward for all parties. Yes, that was very loud. That was louder than my stomach normally yells. Give him a donut and monkey bread. I've had that this week.
Carly sent me a video. I showed it to you of Jordan stomping around.
Oh, yes. Me, moo.
Meow.
Yeah, me, meow.
She was holding Carly's childhood stuffed animal cat.
Which in and of itself is just a
Yeah.
cute thing.
A kitty kitten. If you guys had those in the 90s, they were those cats with the big heads with the marble inside, so when you moved it, it sounded like they purred. You want to go grab one of them?
That one was you.
That one was me.
That one was you.
Do you want to go grab one of them?
One of what?
My kitty kittens?
Yeah, do I know which one?
There's 3 of them. They're all next to each other.
Also, we ate yesterday.
I know we ate. Anyway, she's holding Carly's from when she was little, and she's like walking around their living room, and she's like saying,
She's trying to
she's
emulate
trying to say
the
meow, because Carly's like meow. So this one's mine. This is the snow leopard
Here, I'll
one.
pause the music so you can hear this.
Carly
a little
has
bit better.
I think the tiger is hers, and so Jordan's holding this and walking around and trying to meow.
I understand that it's attempting to emulate a purr,
Yeah.
and like maybe as a child that works, but in adulthood, I think there's a poor little marble rolling around that cat's brain.
They had latex like balloons inside their body that were filled with water.
These things?
Yes. And so they were squishy and like you could feel that.
But you could also squeeze too hard,
Yes.
and then the cat would just be wet.
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't remember that ever happening.
That's good.
But
I don't like that.
a few years ago I gave mine to Haley and she pulled that out for me because I was going to do it, but I was like, I probably should not touch that.
Yeah.
So she pulled all that out and stuffed them back full of like regular stuffing for me. And this one, the marble had stopped working
What does that mean?
because I guess the liquid from the latex thing got into that piece.
Oh.
So she pulled that out and I was like, what does it look like? I need to know what's that looks like. So I got to see it. Anyway, I don't remember any of their names, like any of my kitty kittens' names, and I'm very sad about that. Maybe there's like some kindergarten coloring page where I wrote them down or something.
It's probably one of those things that, like, if you hear the name, it'll come back to you.
Yeah.
Like, it'll trigger a memory. You probably gave them, like, relatively generic cat names.
Probably. Yeah, this one still doesn't work as great as the other two.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, I should have grabbed the other.
that's fine. This one's in the best shape, I think, because the bow still exists.
Yeah. I mean, a stuffed animal is to be loved.
Yeah.
That's the purpose. And, you know, you loved them, and that's good.
And I really loved that Jordan was holding Carly's and walking around.
Me, meow.
Me meow.
Me, meow. I'm like,
So cute.
Timu Yu-Gi-Oh! Me, meow. 300 bits from Spinach Rapper says, Crime Time, age 3, would meow very convincingly anytime he saw a cat or small animal, including squirrel, dog, etc. I love that. I love Crime Time. Crime Time is very good. We had 43 months from SophG93. Thank you. He earned his nickname. Crime Time. I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to think of, like, what stuffed animal things I had when I was a kid. I did have,
I never had a blanket.
I had it wasn't a Thai Beanie Baby, it was just like some Beanie Baby. I had a bunch of Thai Beanie Babies, but the one that I loved and played with and like adored was not a Thai brand. I had a monkey. And I, from a very young age, was a big fan of the second Ace Ventura film, where Jim Carrey has a monkey named Spike. So my monkey was named Spike, and I loved Spike so much. I don't know if I still have Spike. Unfortunately, I have no idea. Might have gotten rid of everything at some point. It did not have a squeaker. He was a Beanie Baby, so he had like the things. I think he had all through his arms too.
The little beans.
Yeah, I don't think it was just the torso. I think it was like the limbs also. So, he was made of beans. I might still have that at my parents' house. I'm going back to my parents' house this weekend. If Spike is still alive in my home, then I might bring him back and put him on a shelf. Have you rolled the beans yet for Spike? I haven't. I need to do that. Beans are updated now. I got Dan fresh beans for highlights he was working on. So, I think that was it. I think the monkey was the only thing I had like other stuff. I have no recollection of any of it.
I had 5 stuffed animal cats.
All cats.
Oh, yes.
See, I had a cat. I just had like a real.
I wanted a cat.
I just had like a
badly.
real cat, so
yeah.
I loved our cat, but like I didn't need a stuffed animal cat because I just had.
Because I had 3 of these, and then I had little kitty.
Yeah.
And then I had a big kitty. It was like I don't know, because that one I don't have anymore.
Yeah, and your perception of size when you're a child is incorrect.
And I would lay them out on my bed. Because one year we lived in this lake house over the winter. Well, a house was being built and we had sold the old one and we couldn't move in yet.
Yeah.
And the lake house was creepy. So I had the big cat, and then I had these 3 lined up, and then I had little kitty, because little kitty was the one I had the longest, and then I would sleep with my arms around all of them. Because I was really scared at that house, like, every night.
Yeah.
And it's, like, how I felt safe. Because my room had a door that went to this patio that overlooked the lake, and it was a very old house.
That's very cute. Kitty protect. Kitty protect. The kitty also generally filled with some varying amounts of anxiety, and it constantly engages in fight or flight, generally flight, or freeze, or what's the other one? Flight, fight, freeze.
Fawn.
Yeah, but not for the cats. There's another one.
Oh. Feed.
Let me check my notes that I've been taking.
About cats?
About cat
Yeah.
book. Fidget. Flight, fight, freeze, fidget. Fajita. Yeah, fidget. This is like how cats deal with anxiety. One of them is fidget. So it's like if the cat very suddenly out of nowhere is like cleaning itself like in response to like a stimuli, that's just another way that cats show anxiety. That doesn't start with C. You can't have it.
Kitty.
Thankfully, cat starts with C. So that's, that's good. At some point.
A friend of mine fosters and wanted me to come look at kittens, and I was like, it's dangerous. It's so dangerous.
I'm like it's coming soon,
Yeah.
but it can't be like now.
Yeah. We gotta paint because I'm worried about little kitten bodies like play fighting with each other and landing on a wall with wet paint.
There's a lot of reasons to get the paint done first.
Yeah.
A lot of reasons to do that, and have that finished. Because once the first floor is painted, the only other things that we plan on painting in the house can be behind closed doors.
Yep.
The first floor cannot be behind closed doors.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not ready for the cats anyway. So just getting that done and then worrying about cats in the future. near future, but still future, will be good. We got a bunch of other preparation stuff to do anyway. Mm-hmm. Have to get like...
I got new plants. One of them cat safe.
Yeah, how many did you get?
2.
So one of them was cat safe, and the other one was not?
Yeah.
Where are you putting all these?
With the other ones that are not cat safe or cats can't get to.
In your room?
Yeah, I think I might just put some shelving in my office and do grow lights.
And then the cats will just never, ever be allowed into your office.
Yeah.
That's gonna make you sad.
I mean, unsupervised.
Because, like, what you want is you want to be on the computer with a cat on your lap.
Yeah.
Source. I love that. It's one of my favorite things.
Give me the bird.
Do you want cat snakes to paint? Yeah, you also have to keep... Well, you generally keep the door to your bathroom shut anyway. So you...
To the studio?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, Mal's studio and her office are connected with the Jack and Jill bath. But that is usually closed, so cats wouldn't be able to get from one to the other anyway.
Yeah.
Unless they learn how to open doors.
It's a good thing all of our door handles are round and not the hooks.
Yeah. Sagan was trying to figure all that out. He was like, I understand how it works. He's like, I don't have the dexterity for this.
Yeah, and I did not let the cats in my studio unsupervised ever. Because,
which is just a good call.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put an apron on the cat and just start painting. This is for you. The bird is on fire. 500 Bits of Bajetcha, it says, no one is ever ready for cats. Just rip the Band-Aid off and start painting. The painting... I mean, by the end of the month, the whole first floor might be done.
Maybe.
That would be great. I did math.
Uh-huh.
When your mom was here.
Yeah.
You and your mom had very different ideas of how we should do the math. Your mom was like, And I was like, we can just, like, know for sure if we measure. And she goes, just measure the 2 walls. And I was looking at Mal while she was saying that, and Mal's staring at me like, please just measure it for me. And I was like, well, if we measure it, then we'll just know for sure. It could be better to just know an exact
And the number
measurement.
we got is, like, we need 1 gallon for sure. We might need a little more. It's right on that line.
Yeah, so I figured out the square footage of the entire foyer, which was fun. There were so many little... And the number I came up with is like around the middle zone of...
1 gallon should cover X many square feet.
Yeah, so it is probably fine with a gallon, but... Maybe there might be a little bit more.
Part of the foyer I want to paint this color, and we decided that we'll start with the 1 gallon and paint everything that's not that part. And if I can't paint that part, then I'll just paint it the next color.
Yeah. And I didn't measure the kitchen or the living room.
Yeah, because I have to prep all that too.
Yeah, and like I can measure it, but also based on the foyer, I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's just less.
Yeah.
But I'll measure it to be sure.
I also need to get some paint for the trim, because we went in the garage and looked for trim paint, and there is none. There's every other color of the house, but not the color of the trim.
Isn't the trim just
I'm pretty sure
white?
It's extra white. But like, but it could be like a warm white or a cool
That's true. There's no such thing as... Oh, God. Why is it
know.
so hard?
But like, I picked up 1 square of white, the chip, when we were there.
Yeah.
And that one actually looks exactly like it.
Oh, good. Okay.
Like, I want you to double check, but...
Yeah. Man, it is... Painting is wild.
Yeah.
Because it's like... Exactly. They're not. So there's 70 shades of white, and then each of those shades has different, what do they call them? Sheens. Because you can get like flat white, or you can get eggshell white, or you can get satin white.
Semi-gloss, high gloss.
So
our walls are two or three sheens in places.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
The foyer specifically is insane, where you can see that they painted and they did a bad job, so then they went back and they used the wrong sheen. So if you just look around in the foyer, different spots, like streaks of different sheen, and I'm like, who did this? It is kind of insane.
It's bad.
It's really bad. But it doesn't matter because we're going to paint over it and with like one sheen where it's all the same and uniform.
And a color.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's the other thing. Everything in here is beige.
No, it's not.
But it's not. Because we went through the garage the other day to see all these different paints. There is no beige. There is agreeable gray.
I've been telling you it's agreeable gray. And then
but it doesn't look gray!
And then the can said agreeable gray. And I was like, exactly.
I mean, I guess it's just because all of the lights in the house are warm. Mm-hmm. They're all, what was it, probably 2700? And like, it looks beige. Apparently it's gray. I mean, I've seen gray 2 houses ago when we first moved to North.
That was a cold gray. This is a warm gray.
They're just not in my life would I have ever been like, that's gray. That's not gray.
Yes, it is.
I'm mad about that. I don't like that. I think they put the wrong paint in the can.
The wrong sticker.
Could be a crackhead who got hold of the wrong stuff.
Show us and run a poll. I have a picture of the foyer all prepped. It does look very beige in this photo.
It looks beige everywhere because it looks beige.
Let me put this in.
It has nothing to do with the photo. Until we saw the can say agreeable gray, there was nothing. Chaz says, no poll. We have a react video to rate. Well, at least show it so people can see. It. Like, it is. It's beige.
It's in the queue.
Here, look at it.
But like, see here, this is daylight hitting this. And see how gray it is?
I guess that's true. It does look gray. Yeah, the photo that you...
Oh, there's the picture of the sheen, where you can see the sheen line.
Yeah, that is... Also, the photo that you showed was a bad photo to get them to say anything other than gray. Because literally the foreground is nothing but gray. Like, I would have told you that's gray. Anyway, all of the lights in the house are warm, and also let me just say something really important here. The color that you put on your walls is only the color you put on your walls if the lights in your house make that the real color, because light affects color in huge ways. So like if your house is warm and you've painted your house gray, your house is beige. It doesn't matter if it's gray or not, because what you've done is you've taken warm and gray and you've made beige. So your house is just beige now. Anyway, we were talking about this the other day because we were talking about possibly putting cool lights in the foyer because Mal wants to make it a gallery space. And
I've decided I'm going to do warm lights.
Okay.
But we did talk about how that would affect the artwork in a aesthetic way.
Yeah, because what you would have to do is you currently we have like a paint swatch on the wall, but we're looking at it under warm light. If we made the decision after we've painted to be like, oh, let's put cool lights in here, it will look like a completely different color because that's just how color works. Mm-hmm. So you have to like test that ahead of time. Anyway, color is a whole thing. We got 54 months from Zach Lumberjack. 300 bits of Spin & Trap says, I've been getting cat-only allergy shots twice a week for 5 months, and probably they'll make me less allergic, but still not able to live with a cat. I can dream, though.
They did help me.
Yeah, and you're done now.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a hesitation there. I mean, deciding not to go back again and being done is the same thing.
Yes.
At a certain point, you're like, okay, I'm just constantly getting reactions forever. And
I am getting a benefit from it, though.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's good. 300 from Tiger says, if agreeable gray exists, does disagreeable gray exist? Ambivalent gray? Offensive gray? I think that the first place we lived in, that was offensive gray.
Yeah, it was so cold.
It felt like you were living in a prison. And like it was fine, but it was the negative part of fine.
It was a cool gray.
Didn't like that. Houses should relatively be like warm and inviting. And I did not like feeling like I was like, home, prison.
Maybe on Tuesday I'll put my rainbow swatches right on the centerpiece in rainbow order.
Sure.
So people can see it.
Yeah. Leonard, I have a cool gray. Enjoy the jail bars. I mostly didn't mind. But once I'm into a house that has warmer colors again, then I'm like, okay, I do prefer this.
Last house was tan in beige.
I don't know what beige is anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I can't wait to have is color.
Color.
Because I haven't had any color on the walls in a jillion years. The last time we had color was one blue wall. We moved into that house in 2015.
It was so blue. Such a blue wall.
It's been almost a decade since we've had one single wall of color. It's fine. And DL says, my home isn't gray, but a lot of the rooms are muted colors, and it's upsetting to me, but my wife loves it, so I'm in the bright blue room because I got to control that one. I like that.
Next week we'll put the colors up and you guys can see my rainbow color scheme.
Yeah. Yeah. And we'll probably film some of the painting stuff.
Yeah.
And turn that into a video. I have several other videos to release. I need to do that.
Speaking of videos released, it's 10:05.
It's 10:05. There is a React video. I called it, I want to pet him, because in the video I said, I want to pet him. In fairness, my first thought upon seeing Star Fox was, I want to pet him. Anyway, go watch that. If you haven't seen the Direct, this is a good time to watch it for yourself. It's very short. The Direct will spoil parts of the Mario Galaxy movie, because they're just done caring about that. But, I imagine most people at this point have probably seen the film.
Yeah.
If you're really, really worried about being spoiled for the Mario Galaxy movie, I don't know what to tell you, because Nintendo is just, marketing stuff. I really genuinely think it's going to be unavoidable if you're on the internet, so. I want to pet him, not clickbait. I do want to pet him. Anyway, 38 months from Retro Lizzie. And that's it. No post screen today. Go watch the Direct reaction. And
Have a good Thursday.
Yeah, we're gonna I guess eat food. Because our stomachs are mad. Oh. One more for the road.
Meow.
Purring.